This is about defending democracy. This is no longer Democrats versus Republicans. What do you want your kids to believe in? There must be give and take.
This is White Flag with Joe Walsh.
Hey, Joe Walsh here, former Congressman Joe Walsh, former presidential candidate Joe Walsh, former right-wing media talker Joe Walsh. I feel like I've lived 100 years in the past 11 years. I'd like to remind you of something this Thursday. As Biden now has left Israel, came for a day, gave another magnificent speech, a super strong, uncompromising, unyielding statement Joe Biden gave in support of Israel. Thank you, Mr. President. He's been a rock star, Joe Biden has. He's got to keep it up because, and I've said this before, Biden and the American people and Israeli supporters around the world and Israel's enemies around the world are going to see something in these next few months that I don't think we've ever seen. What Israel is intending to do in Gaza is going to be something that the world hasn't seen. October 7th changed everything. Israel ain't going back to October 6th. Israel is not going back to an October 6th world. They're not. They're not. It's changed. Israel is not going to live next door to a neighbor ruled by a government that in its own government charter is pledged to destroy Israel. No way, no how. That ain't going to stand anymore. Israel is going to eliminate Hamas. Somebody else is going to run Gaza. That's not what I wanted to talk about, but it's going to start. The ground campaign may start tomorrow. The ground campaign may start over the weekend. The ground campaign may start over next week. But it's going to start, and it's going to continue, and it's going to be long, and it's going to be difficult, and it's going to be bloody. And I just want to remind everybody of something really important as this next phase of Israel's war against the terror organization Hamas unfolds. Kind of goes like this. I want you to remember this as you watch this war play out. I hope you've been acknowledging this as you've watched the last 2 weeks. See, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Israel actually cares about life. Israel cares about the lives of their own people. Israel cares about the lives of the Palestinian people. This humanity that Israel possesses. Hamas uses Israel's humanity against Israel. Because you see, Hamas doesn't care about life. Hamas doesn't give a fuck about life. Hamas clearly doesn't care about the lives of Israelis, and Hamas clearly doesn't care about the lives of the Palestinian people. They don't. So you've got Israel that cares about all life, at war with a terrorist organization that does not care about life at all. Please remember this as you watch the next phase of this war unfold. And remember, right, what a difficult thing it is. What a difficult task. What a difficult chore. What a difficult job Israel has to fight against a terrorist group that doesn't give a flying fuck about life. Doesn't give a damn about civilians. In fact, they want civilians killed. They wanted Israeli civilians killed. They want their own people killed. They have a 17-year history of this ruling government of Gaza. Always know and always remember how difficult it is to fight something like that. To fight an opponent, an enemy who doesn't care about life at all. You see, there are going to be moments in the upcoming days and weeks and months where you're going to want to criticize Israel, because Israel has an almost impossible job, right? They've got to go take out Hamas in Gaza when Hamas has spent 17 years making their civilian infrastructure and their terror infrastructure one and the same. So Israel's going to have to go door by door, window by window, building by building in one of the most congested urban environments on the planet, root out and eliminate Hamas. And there are going to be times where you're going to want to criticize Israel because a few too many civilians were killed over here, and we've got too many civilians over here who've gone without food and water, and isn't it just terrible? And Israel's bad. It's all Israel's fault. There's going to be the tendency, and look, that's always the tendency of a lot of people around the world, the worthless, feckless United Nations, and so many other Israel haters around the world will criticize Israel no matter what. I'm talking to all of you who are not reflexively inclined to criticize Israel no matter what. Buck up. Israel has a real difficult task in front of it. They're fighting an enemy who doesn't give a damn about life. Cut them some slack. We need to hang in there with them and stand with them. Because Israel's not going back. Israel's no longer going to live side by side with Hamas. Israel needs to do what it needs to do, and Israel has a history of being as careful as they have to be to protect Palestinian lives. They have a history of doing that. Israel needs the rest of us to stand firm and stand strong and be patient. And always, always remember the dichotomy here. Israel cares about life, all lives. Hamas doesn't. I'm Joe Walsh. Have a good day. As always, be brave out there.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow White Flag with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been White Flag with Joe Walsh.